Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I've got a super quick and easy one that I think you're really going to enjoy. He's a little snowman. He's made with a little snow globe, got little boots. You want to know how to make this little guy? Stick around. I'll show you how. Thank y'all so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Okay, I'm going to start with a 4-inch snow globe. You can get these at Michael's, Hobby Lobby, or the Dollar Tree. I bought mine at Michael's. And then I'm taking some of the styrofoam snow, the little styrofoam balls, and I'm just going to fill my ornament full. Now, it does make a little bit of a mess, but you want to make sure that you fill it full. It took one bag and then part of another bag, and you can get those at Dollar Tree as well. But you want to make sure that there's no air left in there because you want to make sure his face is full. And then go ahead and put both your cap on and then your lid on. So I'm taking these little shoes and I got at Hobby Lobby. They measure 3.5 inches across. And then I'm taking a wooden disc that measures 3 inches and I'm going to glue it to the top. Now they have those shoes at Hobby Lobby, Michael's, and you can also get them at the Dollar Tree. I didn't see them at the Dollar Tree until after I finished making this video. But you want to put enough glue on there to make sure that that holds tight. Next, I'm taking a styrofoam disc that measures 3 inches by 2 inches, and I'm going to cut it to 1.25 inches. And I'm just using an X-Acto knife to cut straight through it. You want to try to get it as straight as you can. And I'm pretty sure that I got these either at Michael's or the Dollar Tree. Then take some time and really smooth out the bottom because you want to make sure that it is flat. I'm going to glue it to the bottom of the snow globe. But put plenty of glue on here. Okay, next I'm just going to measure the length of this and I'm going to cut my Sherpa fabric to go around it with a little bit of overhang on the bottom to cover up the little wooden disc. So I'm coming in about 2 inches on this all the way across, just marking it, and that way I can keep my line straight as I'm cutting. And you can use any kind of fabric you want. I'm just using Sherpa, but I would recommend using something a little bit stretchy. Okay, then just make sure that you're overhanging the bottom just a little bit to cover up that little wooden disc. That disc is not, I think it's maybe 1/8 of an inch thick, but you want to make sure it covers it up. So when you're gluing it in, make sure that's covered. And then to attach the styrofoam to the wooden disc, I'm going to use some E6000 glue and some hot glue to hold this all together. And the reason that I'm using the little wooden disc on top of the shoes is to make sure that they are level. And just make sure that it is centered. Okay, next I'm just wrapping my Sherpa around here and I'm going to trim it in the back because I want the fabric just to meet in the middle. I don't want to overlap. I just want it to be like one unit when it meets in the middle. And then we're going to take it off of there and we're going to start in the center to glue this in. And then just continue gluing it all the way around until it meets in the center. Now, if you don't go all the way up to the ledge, don't worry about that. We are going to put a little bit of trim up there to cover all that up. But you want to make sure that you are going over the wooden disc on the bottom. And I'm gluing to the styrofoam and I'm also gluing a little bit to the bottom disc. And then just join those and kind of fluff it out a little bit. Now you won't see the seam. Trim out the neck. I'm going to take some faux fur and I'm going to cut it probably about 1/2 inch wide. Now, if you don't have faux fur for this, if you have a furry yarn, a thick yarn, you could use that as well. It'll work just as good. And then spend some time to get the excess fur off of here. And I'm using a vacuum cleaner. That works really well to get the excess fur off. Just don't suck it up in your vacuum cleaner. Next, I'm just going to take 2 small little wooden buttons and I'm just going to attach it right to the front. Attach the faux fur. I'm just going to start in the very center and I'm just going to go all the way around to the back. And I'm just gluing this right to the top part of that Sherpa and to the base of that snow globe. Next for the face, I bought this pack of decals from Amazon, and I'm just going to pick one out. I'm going to pick out the frosty. Now, I pulled it right off of there, and it pulled the eye. It didn't take the eyes. This is a vinyl transfer, so take some time to make sure that you get your entire face onto the transfer tape before you release it. And then I'm just going to kind of line it up towards the bottom of the face because I am going to put a hat on him and I did not want the eyes to be covered up. But these actually worked really well. First of all, I thought it was just a sticker and you were going to see the plastic pieces on it. So I was real surprised. I'm happy with these. And if you don't want to do this, you can paint your own face on there. Next, I bought these little leg warmers on Amazon. And I'm just going to cuff up the end of it, and I'm going to tie a string around the bottom of it to hold it together. Just a piece of jute, and I'm just going to tie it into a bow. And you could use a sock for his hat, or you could make a hat out of fabric, whatever you like to do. But these actually fit real well, and I'll give you the link for these. And I'm pulling it all the way down over the top part of his head, and then I'm going to glue it in. For his arms, I'm just going to take 2 little wooden sticks and I'm going to take some felt and I'm going to cut 2 little mittens out of these. So I'm just folding it in half and just cutting it into the shape of a mitten with a thumb. And I don't have a pattern for this. You're just going to have to kind of freehand it. And then you can use that one as a pattern for your second one. Okay, then I'm just going to use hot glue to glue all the way around these and down the center of the mitten and put my stick in there and put the other top over the top of that. And just kind of make sure that it is sealed in well. And then do the same thing with the other arm. This really is a pretty quick and easy project. Then I'm taking a small sliver of that same faux fur that I put around the neck, and I'm just going to put these right around the bottom edge of both of the mittens. I think I'm probably cutting it maybe 1/4 of an inch at the most. Next, I'm going to take my fur, I'm going to comb it forward a little bit, and then I'm going to cut it straight across. So this ends up being about 1/4 of an inch. And then just glue it all the way around the bottom part of your mittens. And then you're going to do the same thing with the other mitten. Okay, just make sure that they both match. Okay, next I'm going to go ahead and glue my hat in. I'm just coming right up over the top part of the eyes, putting a little bit of glue there, and then I'm going to pull it down around the sides of his face and glue that on as well. So you're kind of pulling it all the way down to where the collar is. And then put a little bit of glue in the back too. To attach the arms, I'm just coming down kind of in the middle on both sides, and I'm just going to push them right in. Then I'm going to pull them back out here in a second, and I'll glue them in when I get them exactly where I want them. And you want to make sure that the thumbs are facing opposite of each other. And then go ahead and pull them back out and just put a little bit of glue inside there and then stick it back in there. Just make sure that you get it to the length that you want it. And I'm making my thumbs kind of facing forward. Okay, I think he turned out so cute. Let me know what you think in the comments. You could change up his hat. You can make it with fabric or whatever you wanted to make it with. If you like these kind of videos, be sure and give me a like, subscribe, and ring that bell to be notified when I have a new video upload. Thank y'all so much for being here. I really appreciate it. And if nobody's told you today, you're awesome. Thanks for watching. See you next time.